But I actually don't regret it. Well, I did do 3 months in jail, which was actually the reason why I don't regret that is because that's when I started reading. I started reading more books because you have all the time in the world.
What was the best book that you read while you were in jail?
I think John Gotti book was pretty good, but
that is so fitting.
This guy had the Atlas Shrugged. You ever heard of that?
Yes.
I read the whole book. It was a really thick book.
That's amazing.
It's a pretty good book.
How do you pronounce her name?
Ayn Rand.
Yeah, that's the tough part of that book.
So,
Fountainhead.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
Like a feminist book?
Is
Is it like a feminist book, that book?
It's not a feminist book.
It's not?
It's about like leeches, basically like people that the entrepreneurs and like the go-getters, how they get taken advantage by society and the politicians, and
Like
how the government ruins.
Parasitic.
Yeah.
Like,
That's cool.
relationships.
Yeah, how they need these people, and then they always end up like, I mean, you can see it now, like policies and everything. I mean, actually, Trump is trying to take away policies and all this. So
Now,
because the theory is that less red tape is better.
I'm
right?
just gonna step out on a limb and say I am not a Trump supporter, but he's our president.
Yeah.
And I'm giving him a chance. And if this blows up in everyone's faces, as many are expecting it will, then
I think
we should eat cookies because that's what we've.
Sometimes also all you can do is
But,
you know what, you gotta.
I mean,
you gotta let you do your mistakes.
He is the president now. There's nothing I can do about that. So, I can only hope for the best.
Yeah.
I can only hope that he has it all figured out some way, and that we've been wrong, he's been right.
Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes.
And I hope to God that I've been wrong. Because I have little kids.
I hope he's right.
I have little kids, and I want them to inherit a prosperous future, which it doesn't look.
Can you
great.
run a nation like a business? I mean,
and
I think that's what he's trying to do right now.
Yeah, and the thing is, he's not a good businessman.
Yeah.
That's my main issue with him, is that he made it to where he is on his business acumen, but he's not a good businessman. Yeah. How do you allow casinos to go bankrupt? That's the whole fucking point of a casino, is to get money for free. And he took a business that the business motto is to get people's money for free and to attack people who are desperate. And he let it all go to shit.
Well.
And now he has his finger on the codes. And we're not gonna talk about that, because that's not the point of this podcast.
Regret.
Things
that we can change.
Yeah, things that we can change.
I'm gonna be honest. Something recently, even today, happened, and so Friday I had an opportunity to go for a job interview for this job that is more of my alley, and today I got laid off.
You got laid off today.
The job that I'm at, yeah, and I didn't decide not to go, and I'm gonna stay here. But to be honest, I kind of feel liberated, I got laid off.
I'm sorry for that, by the way. How long were you working there?
3 years. Yeah.
That's longer than most of my relationships.
In mine.
It's actually longer than.
But.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's longer than my first marriage.
Yeah. Okay. Some success and. Yeah.
And we were the second marriage. We were separated for most of the time, so technically longer than my second marriage too. But anyway.
So I regret not going to that interview because they were begging me to go, and I can't make it.
Riddle me this: did your current or your former employer did they find out that you were interviewing at another job, and they were like, you know what, fuck this guy, fuck this Octavio, if that is his real name?
Eventually, I was going through 3 years with the company. I made it 3 years, and Octavio. And I don't know all the reasons or the main reason why, but my performance could have been better. I wasn't as motivated in there. I was just on the phone most of the time. I just did my job and got the job done. But
so you just
didn't go above and
set
beyond for the
like
company.
minimal plateaus for yourself.
Yeah.
And like once you
I wasn't
reach
too,
them,
it-
you're just
yeah,
like,
it was,
you coast.
it's a fire alarm company, you know.
It's
and
like being a C student. You know, that's like saying like,
Basically,
you know what, I'll
you
just
know,
do the bare minimum,
you don't go.
get a C and get out of college.
I wasn't too passionate about it. I got like a few warnings throughout the years, like hey, like we really want you to step up and do and, like so you can have more. But yeah, I just didn't have that motivation. I guess he finally got to that point where like, you know what? And plus being on the phone all the time, that's another thing, millennial.
Yeah,
You know?
millennial. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that used to mean making phone calls all the time. Now it doesn't.
Yeah.
When you say being on the phone, you
Yeah.
don't mean making a phone
Yeah.
call.
It used
you,
to
you
mean
mean
like
playing Tetris on your phone or
Playing
Yeah.
chess, on social media, things
gambling,
like that.
maybe gambling.
yeah.
Oh no, I don't gamble.
What?
If I was rich, maybe.
Birds.
Birds.
Birds are winning the Super Bowl. Everyone needs to
Oh,
take it because
yeah,
they're underdogs by what I think it's 1.5 right now.
You think they can? Do you think they can beat the Braves and Taylor Swift?
Yes,
Oh.
I think that.
Well, I guess the main thing was that the Kansas City Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl. Now that they're in the Super Bowl, they can lose it.
Yeah, like I think that we're going to because
Saquon Barkley.
if you just feed Saquon from the start and you don't stop feeding him, there's nothing they can do.
I said it.
Chiefs run defense isn't that good.
I had Saquon like his rookie year in my fantasy, and ever since I was a fan. And then when he went to the Eagles, I'm like, yeah, this is his team now. It's not Jalen Hurts' team. Like, and I was like, he can take over a game. He took over the game, the first play, and against the I was gonna say Redskins, the Commanders.
Yeah, and like I still call them the Redskins. Like
Yeah,
I did because
Commanders
that's their
still-
name. That's their name, and like
I mean, you gotta call Gulf
the
of
Guardians
America-
or the Indians.
Gulf of America,
It's not-
Gulf of Mexico is Gulf of America.
No,
Hey, look, talking about regrets, I regret putting money on the World Cup, on Mexico for the World Cup. I bet
You
on
put-
Mexico so many World Cups,
You did?
and they barely
Why?
got to the quarterfinals.
Oh, because they were like the host.
Yeah, they were odd. I mean, the odds were good. You know,
Oh.
Mexico normally around 16 to 1 to
Yeah.
win
so
the World
you're
Cup.
one of those gamblers.
Yeah,
You go
like
against
one of
the
those. You're one
huge
of those
odds.
I'll use the odds.
yeah, you're one of
Yeah.
those horse racing.
It's about time Mexico
Fiends.
won this thing.
It's like yeah.
Maybe this year. Next
Yeah,
26.
they never do.
2026.
Yeah, well, they've got a few. You got a few games in Mexico.
Like that horse has 3 legs, so his odds are really really great. So I'm gonna put my house on him.
Right.
And then if it turns out, then you should be president because like you had the forethought to,
I mean, yeah.
because that's business acumen. That's what that is.
I don't know why you would bet on Mexico. Were you
Because
drinking?
you've got a big population.
Yeah.
You know, you would think, what's the population of Mexico? It's over 100 million.
It's a
Yeah,
lot.
like 1 or 2 of them.
I mean, India got a huge population. They suck at soccer.
1 or 2 of them has got to be pretty good at soccer. So,
Yeah, that's true.
so I mean, I guess that would make sense. But anyway,
Yeah.
so to wrap things up with you, because we have Fayal is going to be joining us in a little bit. And, you're not going to be going anywhere. It's just like your mic is going to be silent.
Yeah, but go ahead. Man.
But so in the grand scheme of things, you don't really have like one thing that you would do over.
I mean, I have a lot of things, but the way I feel like they all taught me a lesson. They all made me who I am. I can't really.
Oh, you're one of those people.
Yeah, it's like I learned through all my mistakes and stuff.
Now, see, those people, that's who we're doing the show for, is we're trying to get
You
those
want
people
us
to get...
find a regret.
I'm trying to get those people to spread that message to
Oh,
people.
yeah.
So that, because like, I'm just...
If
one
I
guy.
would never stolen that car, I would never start reading. I would never move because I decided to move from Texas to Indiana, and I was living in Indiana. Started a whole new journey. I struggled, of course. It was a struggle, but like leaving my hometown was the best decision I ever made.
That's some Ashton Kutcher shit.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, Butterfly Effect.
You know,
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Well, speaking of movies, there was a film of Gotti. It was the worst film of the year, I believe. a couple of
Oh,
years ago.
yeah.
John
played.
Travolta played Gotti, and it was awful.
Straight to DVD,
It was awful.
and then straight out of DVD.
That's a regret. That's a regret right
Yeah,
there.
like our next month we're gonna have John Travolta on to discuss his role in Gotti.
Yeah.
But no, we're not actually. Don't
No, you
internet.
should.
Don't
No, you
no.
don't limit yourself.
No, okay. I don't know him.
Okay. Someone might know him.
Yeah. If anyone knows John Travolta, tell
Exactly.
him to hit us up.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, we have a website now. www.rewrite.show. That's all one word,
Rewrite
no
Pod
spacing.
Show.
Rewrite Pod Show. REWRITEPODSHOW.online. That's it.
Okay. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And thank you very much. And yeah, please stick
I don't
around.
regret this at all.
That's awesome. See, that's great. We're doing positive things. Please stick around because we want to do some fun stuff here in a minute. But
Right.